Hey fellas, well, I managed to get more of my Pokemon Sun and Moon vlogs done. About halfway through those, I want to keep going with Season 1, as I mentioned before. Crown Tundra goes live later this year. So as per usual, I'll probably mention some other subject matters, such as the fact that I'm still trying to finish the subs of episode 27. I'll probably do something on episode 28 next week, no matter whoever ends up joining the Sobble Squad. That one's been my kind of like a spirit Pokemon ever since I started playing Digit 8, but there's gonna be, as per usual, 3 main subject matters vlog, 2 of which were served very well by the fan base generally, and 1 that was not. So, with today being July the 8th of 2020, let's get this started. Okay, so first off, we have the 6th chapter of the Pokemon Twilight Wings OVA series, which would have streamed last month, but due to the outbreak, delaying the 5th chapter to that time frame, instead started streaming earlier this month, dropping pretty stealthily on July the 3rd. And this one features Alistair, one of my favorite gym leaders of these new games, mind you, playing a part of helping in 2 of the other characters that are new to this OVA, John and Tommy, patching up together. I mean, I definitely, even though the 2 only Pokemon trainers, given how one of them is still bedridden in the hospital and has been severely small, leave it to, again, one of these OVAs to provide more details of the world of these games, which I already love. And I gotta say, I didn't know what to expect from this one, but it was well worth the wait. And again, another kind of emotional gut punch where just doing something as simple as shiny a pair of running shoes, who's that for someone who has trouble walking. But I actually am glad to see how this happened, even though there's no stinger that's going to be setting up the events of the next episode like there was in the previous ones. I do like how apparently it turns out that Leon did eventually get the letter from them both. That is just wholesome. And of the more spin-off games that have been revealed so far, I would start with again by explaining a bit more on the bigger one first, with new Pokemon Snap. I mean, people keep calling it a sequel, but I'm seeing it more as like a reimagining of the classic N64 game, and that one has been quite well received. I mean, even though not a whole lot has been revealed, apart from the fact that it will indeed have many more Pokemon than were previously in the original one. Heck, part of the reason why I wasn't giving too much weight to some of the decks was because there's only 63 to 151 in this game, but the gameplay was still so engaging and relaxing that I didn't really care, and I still don't, And so, it'll be developed by Bandai Namco, or Namco, aka Namco Bandai, who's going to be taking over duties from HAL Laboratories of the first game. And so, even though there's yet to be an official release date for that one, this is coming soon, I'll definitely be talking further about this in more detail in the near future. I really think this will definitely, again, if I play the cards right, could be almost as big on social channels as Animal Crossing New Horizons has been so far. Yeah. On a less positive note, Pokemon Unite did not go over well as many were hoping. Granted, I wasn't personally expecting a new main series game, whether it's a remake of a previous gen or a totally new one, the Generation 9, until after it got released for the Crown Tundra, but this MOBA title, which is going to be handled by Tencent and Timmy, which they already talked about last year, When some people are comparing it to Diablo Immortal, I honestly can't go that far, given how Pokemon style of gameplay was never as intense as Diablo's was, but it certainly was a far cry from enthusiasm of, say, the Smash Bros. Reveal in 2018. And I can only hope that if it does turn out to be bad, that maybe it'll just be Tencent and taking bearing the brunt of the backlash, and Pokemon Company will probably make it unscathed relatively. I mean, all I really know so far is that it's going to be on both mobile and Switch, as well as have a lot of the monsters in the series. There's been at least 10, 8 of which were the OGs, and 2 of which are more recent ones, some of my favorites, being Talonflame and Lucario. So I'm curious, cautiously optimistic, but largely indifferent at this stage because at the same time, I don't really have a lot of details. That's probably why I'm not really taking it to part in the discourse. I mean, generally, I don't, but I also want to let people know, whether they're interested or not, that I don't say yes to anything for sure until I have all of the details in front of me, such as when's it, like when can I play this? Who else is going to be involved with this? This, in what capacity will I be able to experience this? Need more information. And same deal with this Metal Slug game that's coming out of the same company. Well, I don't know why these developers aren't doing it, but I really don't have enough details, honestly, to talk about it. And besides, I'm still kind of occupied with the Eye of Armor, Animal Crossing, Ninja Law, Min Smash Brothers, and the new Star Wars Racer, to name a few. So I didn't pull my cards in this number. I don't know about making a separate video on the latest format, but maybe just a stealth drop on their other platforms would have been just fine. So anyway, that's about all for now. I'll probably do a gaming vlog next week on other subjects, given how a couple of this month's PSN titles I give for free just came out, so I will talk to you all later. Yeah.